Hi everyone, welcome to another Monday video with me and Lavinia Stamps. Last week I did a card using the fairy bridge in a snow scene, and I thought the weather is warming up, so why not do something bright and cheerful. So here we have it, the fairy bridge. This stamp is the Tree of Faith. I'm using the vine stamp, and here I'm using forest spruce for the grass, and the second stamp in the twisted vine set. The colours that I'm using VersaFine Clear, Verdant, Green Oasis and Nocturne. I'm also using Mowed Lawn, Hickory Smoke and Salty Ocean. You can use inks and oxides either. So we'll get started. The sized card that I'm using is an A6 card. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ink up our fairy bridge in Nocturne. This is a beautiful stamp. If you didn't see it last week, have a little look. But the detail on this stamp is amazing. And I'm going to stamp it 3/4 of the way down and slightly to the left so that we've got a bit of space for our tree on the right. And the next thing I'm going to do is stamp up the Tree of Faith. This is such a cute stamp. And in fact, the trunk has got these creases in it. So much detail. Just making sure that it's well inked so we get a nice crisp image. And I'm going to put it to this side of the bridge. And then I'm going to take my vine stamp, which is lovely, curly, twisted vines. I'm starting with the lighter colour in VersaFine Clear, that's Verdant. Gentle tapping to make sure that my stamp is evenly covered. And I'm going to make it look as though this tree has lots of leaves on it. I'm now going to take forest spruce, and usually we use this as a drapey hangy down stamp. It looks great in a forest scene, but today I'm going to use it standing upright. It absolutely makes beautiful, beautiful grass. So I'm going to start with the Green Oasis, and I'm going to stamp it on this side of the card. You can see the detail. It's amazing, amazing. And then I'm going to use the lighter green, the Verdant, for the rest of the grass. Lovely. I'm Happy with that. Oops, let's not put the wrong lid on the wrong stamp pad. And then finally I'm going to take this stamp from the Twisted Vine set, and I'm going to use the darker green to ink it up and put a few images along the bottom. Now usually when we're creating cards, or usually when I'm creating cards, I'd create the background first. But you'll see how we're going to place the colour on top of this card and all the stamping. Now actually I think I'd quite like some lighter green grass from the forest spruce even. And of course grass grows in all sorts of different ways, so it doesn't matter if you're stamping on top of it. There we go. All our stamping is finished now. There we go. Lovely. Now we're going to create the sky. The sky we're going to use Salty Ocean. You can use Distress inks for this, works just as well. Take my spritzy bottle with water, and the brush that I'm using here is a 1-inch wide brush. I'm going to create a bit of a wash with the water and my ink. And you're gently, lightly going to tap it, pull it over the sky. What you're after is these gentle wispy look. We're not completely covering the sky. So it's as though the sky is blue with tiny bits of white through it. That's that. Happy with that. I'm going to clean off my brush and I'll do the green bit underneath. Mowed lawn for this one. I love the vibrant green of this colour. And the same thing, I'm going to just put a tiny bit of water there so that we can create a wash. And I'm just going to colour the green areas on the card. And if you want it darker, you just put another layer on, or perhaps don't put as much water on it. Just cleaning my brush off. Then we're going to go back to the Salty Ocean for the river. I'm taking a finer brush for this one. And this is so much fun because Tracy's done all the work for us. She's given us the detail in the water. She's given us the detail in the stones. So we just need to colour in the lines. So as I'm colouring, you can see I'm following the lines of the river. I'm using some of the darker colour. Some of it's not so watered down because that's how water looks, isn't it? It ripples in the sunlight, different shades. And I'm following the lines in the stamp. Remembering to leave some white space. Just want to do it a bit darker along the horizon there. Fabulous. Might just leave that there in case I want to come back to it once it's dried. And I'm going to take Hickory Smoke. Hickory Smoke is a great colour for stonework. So again, a tiny bit of water there. And I'm just going to dab it on my stones. Again, because Tracy's put all the detail into the stonework, it's easy for us to just colour it in. You can see I'm more or less dabbing the paintbrush because I don't want to wipe it, because I don't want all the stones to be a uniform colour. Stones aren't, are they? They're speckled and textured. So again, you can make this as dark or as light as you like. You can go over it several times once it's dried to create more depth. Remembering you've got some stones in the water, so colouring those too. It's as though these little stones are just popping out from the water. There we go. I'm just going to go, now that my water has dried, I'm just going to go and put a bit of lighter blue into the water. And if you do it and you don't like what you've done, you just go back in with some darker blue and go over the lines again. As I say, making sure that you leave some white space so that it creates that illusion of shimmering water. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is take my smoothie and my mowed lawn and I'm going to go around the edge. The lovely thing about these smoothies is that they are so squishy that you can get a lovely, lovely soft look around your card. And I'm just going up to the blue sky, to that green area there. And there we have it. There is our card for today. With my original, I just mounted it on a piece of white card and then green card underneath it. I'd love to see what you make. Thanks for watching. Bye.